day 213 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at Code Wars because, frankly, the challenges at freeCodeCamp, even though they are currently basic, I happen to be struggling with them like no other. So if I'm going to be struggling for hours on end, I may as well be struggling here at Code Wars, knocking out Katas, or more accurately, Kata. So let's go ahead and find a fresh new Kata for us to tackle for day 213. We are going to be sorting by most completed. Loading. Level 7. We are getting there. And fundamentals. Dum 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. All right. You know what? That's actually fascinating because you know what's odd? The next Kata. Yes, thank you, little cat. That finger was not intended to scratch your face. It is possible for those fingers to scratch your face, which we are currently doing, and getting your little legs because you have tiny cat legs. Yeah, good. So, something about what now? Damn it, whiskers. No. Oh, God. Enjoy your scratches while they last, because when we dive into the Kata, you are going to either need to assume the napping position, either on the desk or on the bed. You are scrolling through the page. So, what is currently fascinating is here at Code Wars, we have our next activity is find the shortest word. At freeCodeCamp, we have something somewhere. Cat, your tail is caressing my wrist, and it's making it difficult to think. Map. I can't see with you standing right in the line of sight. No. I swear to God, you furry abomination. Look, okay, you know what? It's been a while, and I know in the summer heat it's not fun, but you are going to assume the napping position below the desk. No. Oh my God. We tried. We really did. You're not going to sit there between the monitor and me. That's for sure. God. Okay. Jesus. I was literally pushing her back via her forehead across the desk. Anyways. So, there's so much fur everywhere. What I wanted to highlight, what I found interesting, was the fact that the next Kata here at Code Wars is find the shortest word, but the next challenge or item at freeCodeCamp is finding the longest word in a string. Kinda weird, right? It's like the stars aligned on day 213. That's really interesting. Well, it is to me. Again, we've had to lower our standards for fascinating and fun quite a few notches over the last 213 days. But, nevertheless, we've enjoyed it. Speaking of nevertheless and enjoying, those two things don't really go together. We should be diving into something. Oh, split dot length. That seems like such a quick fix. Yeah, that'd be a for loop, I didn't even want to look at this, but now we should try the CODEWARS one. Should we start with freeCodeCamp? Oh, those bastards. I'm thinking a for loop where we split everything. Return string length. No, we're going to figure it out in CODEWARS because that's what we do. If we're going to fall on our face, we're going to do it in style. Damn it. We're going to do it in style. Dee da dee 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 da dee, lie da die da da die da die, dee da dee dee da dee da dee 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 da dee. All right. So we have X. Not sure if that X actually should be there or not. However, simple. Given a string of words, return the length of the shortest word. String will never be empty, and you do not need to account for different data types. Let's do this. Go time. Time to get our Kada on. Train this. You know what? Before we actually dive into the whole training fiasco, let's check something. Oh, yes, it was OBS. We are going to... Little kitty was traipsing about. So let's make sure everything is still relatively in order. We've got mic audio, webcam, little kitty. I feel like the camera might be askew, but I can live with that. And we have our Kada. I think we are all set to break new ground. A lot of fur everywhere. Little kitty, I blame you. Yeah, good. Not pretty at all. I think we are set to break new ground for day 213 of the year of streaming and learning to code. Commence coding. All right. We've got our function. Find short S. Example test. Bitcoin take over the world, maybe, who knows, perhaps. 3. So it takes that whole string. Each word gets broken up, so split on a space, and then it will look at all the words, and then we will be doing return. I want to just say return word.min. No, they want the length. I think there is a slight difference in what they're looking for, because here they're looking for the actual word, I believe, not the length of the word. Return the length of the longest word. It's the exact same song and dance, but just the opposite side of the coin. Remember to use read, search, ask. Write your own code. Let's do this. Go time. Although this does take us to MDN. Let's see what they have to say on splitting. The split method splits a string object into an array of strings by separating the string into substrings using a specified separator string to determine where to mark each split. Separators, limits, returning value, an array of strings split at each point where the separator occurs in the given string. When found, separators removed from the string of substrings and returned in an array. If separators not found, bless you, is omitted. The array contains something, so forth, using split. Mostly straightforward. However, in a perfect world, function split string, split blah blah blah, array of nonsense, Gesundheit. Oh god, what are we looking at? Removing spaces, limited. What were they doing before? That was just using split in general. You know what? I'm just gonna be going with my gut instinct. Not gonna lie. We're just gonna dive into it. Here we go. Because I don't think it should be that difficult. Although all of them shouldn't be that difficult. However, I find a way. Not right. We are looking for... variable? We need to come up with a variable. Return, perhaps. Variable string array equals s.split, and we're going to split it on the spaces, and we will take see, I feel like I could do .min or .max, min-max. How does that work? JS min-max. JS min-max. Do I have to do math dot? Can't I just do min? I want to just shut in there. Math.min, blah, blah, blah. So x and y. Variable z, math.min, x and y. Yeah, no, that's not helping anybody. No, 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 no. And max is the same. Ungaudy nightmare. Fascinating. Return a number with the lowest value. So out of this... Okay. So math.min. Well... blah, 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 blah. So if we do the length, if we do an array of the length, let array... yeah, array.min returns the lowest value. Can I stack dot split dot... that's the length of the array itself, not the word. So I want to loop through. So I'm going to want a for loop for variable, parentheses, you forgetful son of a... variable I equals 0, semicolon, I is less than string array dot length. That doesn't feel right at all. Yeah, I guess stop when it's at the end of the string array. That works. I++, check each word, but what we will be doing is, in fact, checking for the length of each. Return string array dot length Wait a second. Wait a second. Length. Crazy person. Length. Return string array dot length blah blah blah. Dot min length I. No. String I string I dot length something dot min. Maybe I want to be able to do dot min. But that just seems wrong. Array dot min I length. I think I need to break those up. Something seems off. Yeah, I is not a function, though, bastards. That didn't help either. String array min I? Death. Death. Alright, don't mind me. Tiny crisis. Let me deal with that. Think amongst yourselves. Alright, crisis averted. Where did we leave off? We left off... So we've got our string. Let's set up a nonsense section. I think that would be good. Let's go ahead and do... I know I'm so damn close. This is wrong. And I probably need to set up another variable for it. I think that's my issue. You know what? Yeah, let's set up... because we don't want to return in our for loop. Rookie mistake. We will establish another variable, min, word That's not a fun variable at all. No, no, tiny cat. Hey, hey, princess, princess. No, 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 no. You're typing. You're typing. You stopped. Oh my god. I don't even know what you're doing. I don't even know what you're doing. Yes, great. Google stuff. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. 1, 2. No. And, oh god, I'm sorry. This is not graceful at all. I apologize, tiny cat. Dear God. Furry abomination. Just go nap on the bed. I believe in you. Oh my god, what did you do to the code? What is this? So much fur. So much fur. Z, Command Z. Command Z again. Not that my code was pretty in the first place. Minimum string? String min. We're gonna do that. String min. Min string? String min. And she had caps lock on. Outstanding. We should send her into countries to topple empires. Just drop her off at the airport and watch the whole country fold in on itself as she walks over one keyboard at a time. Oh, God. So, instruction-y stuff. Freakishly basic. Return the length of the shortest word. Fair enough. So we want string.length. So string, I believe, I.length. And then from here, we can get rid of this. From here, we can do string min dot min. Oh, bad Steven. Bad Steven. Yeah. No, for each one. I don't know if I actually need to reference I, but I think I can put I here. We're gonna run both because we can. Okay, okay. Doesn't like what we're suggesting. Totally cool. I get that. I'd be pissed too. Run sample. Death! But. Something. What about... Yeah, one of these. Try that on for size. No, perhaps not. Okay, still pissed. Fine, fine. Have it their way. What are we missing? We've got their function that they set up for us. Fine, short. S is our parameter. We've got a new variable, string array, which is s.split. We're breaking up the sentences on the spaces. And when we do that, we have our for loop, variable I equals 0. I will start and finish. No, I will start at 0. I will stop at, once it's less than the string length, string array length, and it will go up by 1. So through each word, but for each word, you're going to end up with string min. Maybe we need to return string min? No. Super mega death. Maybe it goes after. Since string min is inside the for loop. It didn't feel right either. Cannot read property 0 of undefined. Why, Steven? Ah, okay, okay. Hold on. Hey, John Burgundy. Fun. Or, well, checking John Burgundy, but close enough. Hey, and welcome. Compare string min to string.length. Oh, like an if statement of sorts. Actually, I guess we don't even need an if statement. Yeah, we'd want an if statement. No, we could do return string min to dot min equals, I should put this below the function, to string array dot length. That is a clever fix, good sir. Length. That's really interesting. That's kind of cool. That's fun. Alright, okay, so technically, do I even need this? Return, let's set this. First of all, here's that. Okay, hold the phone. We are making progress thanks to that wonderful suggestion. Alright, and running sample. Still pissed. Yeah, good. Okay. Hold on. Dee. Die. Dee. Do I even need this? I've got the variable. Hold the phone. It's expected 3 instead got false. Oh, because it wants the length. So that does match up. It is triggering something. When the minimum is matching up with length, it is producing something. But I don't want the Boolean value of true, so I just need to return the length of it. Return stuff. What would I write to tell it to return the smallest? I feel like I would do dot length again, but that seems really repetitive. Watch out, don't put the return statement in the loop, or your method will end before you've checked all items of the array. Right. Let's get rid of that. Good. Pro tip. Taken to heart. And a semicolon to match. So, all we need, given a string of words, return the length of the shortest word, or words. The string will never be empty. You don't need to account for different data types. I feel like I'm looking at it in the face. Function. Find the shortest. Find short is the function. S is our parameter. We are going to be splitting, or taking S and splitting it into an array on the spaces. From all this noise down here, that will be string array. We're going to go through, that's what our for loop is for, each item or each element, each index of the string array, item by item, and what we're looking for is string min if, you know what, we could just do that. I guess we can do that. We can take this and set up an if statement. If string dot min, does that make sense? That's not right. Hold on, no. My issue precedes that. We're going through each item in string array. I need to identify the length of each item. So that would be string.length. Can I do I? Is that wrong? I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's going to piss a lot of people off. And not for min, but for finding the length. String.length in general. Maybe this should be... string length. And then from there, I should be able to do variable string min, which would be equal to string length dot min. Perhaps I, perhaps not, because I don't think string length gets anything. But I feel like it should be checking for each of those. I wanted to check the length for each index. I just think I have it set up incorrectly. And then I think that would change to string dot length. Something closer to that, nightmare. That's definitely wrong. String dot length isn't a function, so be it. String dot min isn't a function. That also gets a semicolon. Yeah, I can't read because it's all awful. String does get that. String min gets this. Super mega death. John Burgundy. Also initialize the variable string min before the loop. Oh, is that what I'm doing? Else you will create and destroy the variable on each iteration. So string min and then the for loop. Bah-ha! You're so much cleverer than I. I guess I should take all of these three then, really. Well, which ones? Remove string min prior to the loop for sure. Noted. I'm just trying to figure out if I want string length above there as well. I probably do. At least I think I might. John Bruni, you probably want the length of the word at index I, use string I dot length. Is that what it was? Oh god, because before earlier I was using parentheses in here, and then obviously you saw the terrible fiasco of me trying to do my idiotic guess of index at the end, which I also tried brackets, I believe, at some point at the end. However, I don't believe I did indexing properly inside. Ah, not there, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Down here, on this one. That guy. Yeah, that guy. So, This will end up being, maybe that should be after said for loop. Is that crazy talk? Maybe that's not crazy talk. Although everything I say is borderline insane. So we've got our function, find the shortest word, and we're just trying to return the length of it, not even the word itself, but we're just trying to identify the shortest word in whatever sentence they give us. It will never be empty. So we've got S as our parameter. We're taking S, the sentence, splitting it at the spaces. That will be string array. We've got our for loop. Variable I equals 0, starts at 0, stops at the end of the length of the array. So string array.length, it'll go up through each index by 1. And for each item, we'll have our new variable string length, which is string array at that index and the length. So from there, we want to take or set up string minimum, which is string length and the smallest one, the minimum in that array. God, that doesn't seem like it's going to work well at all. And then I think this bit's redundant now. Look at this. Look at this. We've confused them. It just broke. We broke the internet. Bad, Steven. Bad. Okay. So, in a perfect world, return string I.length. What if I get rid of the variable? Is that wrong? Maybe not. What about this? No. Super death. Level. Or L3 vel, but it's definitely level. String length is neither an array nor in scope. I like your style. String length is neither an array nor in scope. Can I kill said scope? Can I get rid of that? The above about the initializing of string min also counts for every other variable. So initialize string length better before the loop. Oh, thanks, level. Okay, so hold on. Hold the phone. Should I keep length and put it above? As well as cut that in min? It's just now I've got my for loop with nothing. That seems odd. This is so basic. I know it is. I know I got like one step away, like arm's reach from the answer, and I totally messed it up. I'm right there. This must be so painful to watch. John Burgundy. No. Put string length. Use variable string length above variable string length. Yeah. Do you want an out of line in algorithm? Oh, wait. Do you want an outline of the algorithm in English? I think it's easier to think of the algorithm than code it. Yeah, level. That's cool. I'd be down for that. I mean, talking it out, I can hear. It's so straight. Like, when I see this, I feel like I can see each piece of the code that I need as well, especially if I work backwards, returning the length of the shortest word. Wait a second, returning the length of the shortest word. That would be min dot, that would be string something, string array I dot min length. Oh. Is that what I need? Did we just solve it? Did you just saying that out loud solve all my issues? Where the hell do I put this, though? Because that would be the string array. I would be the index. I'm looking for the minimum value. Oh, but length. And I don't know if I want the minimum of the length. So I think it would be dot length first. Copy. Cut that. So the length of it, but we want the minimum one. Return. Oh, you can't call min on a string? Damn. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. What does... I wish they had a return window so I could see, like, a console log window. But they don't have a results window here in CODEWARS for my antics. Sample. Well, there is this results window. It's just I'm always running into errors. Okay, so wait, hold on. What was, John Brady also mentioned something before. Initializing, above the initializing minimum string also counts for other variables. Every other initialized string length before the loop. Put string length emptiness. String length, this guy. Ta-da! A nice empty array above. Good to know. Do you want an outline? Can't call min on a string. We got rid of that. Way cool. And here's the doc for min at MDM. We had the doc from MDN, at least I'm pretty sure that's what it was. MDN, blah, blah, blah. Reference global objects. Yeah, reference global objects math/min. Cool. We had it before, but I've seemed to have broken it because I'm awful. Level. Take the length of the first word and store it. Then for each other word in the string, if that word's length is shorter than the stored minimum set word, store the minimum to that length and return the stored minimum value. Aha! Okay. So here we're doing that. Now, that can be the that can be the string length one that we're setting up. So we've got our array with everything split. We're going to be digging through our string array, but we will be returning string length equals, and we were saying the shortest word, which I think I can use. Let's see, how do we go about doing that? With your paragraph, that does help visualize. Then for each other word in the string, take the length of the first word. String array I dot length yes. Now store that, take the length of the first word and store it. Ka-frickin' boom. Stored. Then, for each other word in the string, if that word's length is shorter than the stored minimum, set the stored minimum to that length. This is brutal. Okay, so what's that next part? Return the stored minimum value. Okay, so string... So that's good. So I do have string length. I do have string length dot min. So I've got that part. So string length is now an array because dot min works on an array. We are receiving that info. So now... Actually, is this fine? Because won't each one get stored? Because now I'm collecting all of them. I was concerned, and maybe I do, I thought I needed to do some less than, like, string length I. Copy. Something like this. Some god awful. Yeah, but I don't think this is needed. I think we'll actually be fine with just that. Because it will store each one, right? Or is it going to constantly update the same number? God, I hope it doesn't update the same number. It's going to update the same number. Damn it. Oh, right. And then here, we're just returning string min. Death. Not quite. I missed something. Take the length of the first word and store it. I've got the first... Well, I have... Wait, literally? Like, string 0 dot length equals blah blah blah, and then compare everything to that? If the string length is less than string I, copy. Is that weird? That's weird. I feel like I'm breaking it. Again, I feel like I'm close. Level, yes, literally string array 0. Okay, cool. So, do I need the dot length, though? Yeah, I need the dot length, because I'm comparing length to length. So string dot 0 length, blankety blank. Shouldn't that be an if statement if I'm comparing things? Oh, but not inside the for loop? Where does one indicate this? Above or below said for loop? I always feel so lost. Learning and chatting. I really need to find a balance between this. Except the chat always has such great recommendations. John, you were saying string length is not needed if you choose the pseudocode from level. Okay, fair enough. However, that is supposed to be an if statement. Code is right. Yeah, okay, alright. Cool, so don't mind me. If through the for loop, like so. return. What do we return? We would... yeah. No. What do I want to return? I think string min. Or would I be returning to string length at this point? That seems wrong. I can see it, and then, I don't know, it's like... I'm trying to equate what it feels like. The understanding as this unfolds. Everything hurts. Hey, Sultanas. How you doing? We're so very, very close. The other thing, so once I crack this, it's the same exact thing at freeCodeCamp, but instead it's find the longest word in the string. Same song dance, just opposite. Return the length of the longest word in the provided sentence. The response should be a number. Blah, blah, blah. Using split and dot length. But here, it's return the shortest. Given a string of words, return the length of the shortest word. String will never be empty. Don't need to count for different data types. Okay, so what do I have so far? Right now, I have blank. For something or other. Level. What's the challenge? Yes, that is right. The shortest from CODEWARS. Exactly. Level has the length. Okay, so let me once more run through just for my general understanding. We've got our function, find short. We've got our parameter s, which is all of this noise down here. The string is coming in. It's getting split apart into an array, which will now be string array. We have our for loop, which is focusing on string array. And it's trying to find the minimum length. The smallest value? It's trying to find the smallest value in each one. How can I tell each one to return? I want to return the length for each. I know it's right there. That the answer was essentially given to me. Level, you were saying take the length of the first word and store it. Then for each other word in the string, if that word's wait. Do I literally want to store? I figured it would be an if statement like that. Copy. However, do I literally want to store something like that? Because I feel like that's a bit excessive. Too direct. I think I took that out of context. I think it was just the array. The empty array is all we're looking for. Oh, John Burgundy. Yes. That is what I want. I want to hard code that to it. But not in string length, as we don't need that anymore. Okay, all right, fair enough. String length can die. And you know what? Instead of killing string length, simply going to comment it out. All right, level. We're getting there. We are. And I apologize for my lack of competence. It's my go-to analogy is it's basically trying to tell a cat what to do via smoke signals. It's not an easy task. It's brutal. But we are going to make it through this. So, something, something, something rhymes with something. Don't mind me. I was going through looking and thinking out loud. We've got our string. String comes in, splits it into an array. The array is string array. So we've got each word in a happy little thing. String, array, don't mind me, visualization. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, ABC, blah, 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 and an even longer blah, 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 blah. Right? Good. So that's what we're up against. String array is coming in. And we are trying to find the length. Okay, so hold on. We are looking for... We've got our string array, but we're trying to find the length of each one. So our for loop is going through each one of those. And what we want to do with that is take the length of each one and store it in a new array. I'm fine. I guess we could have this. Have an empty array string length. But how do I tell? Is it literally just that? Return or add? Oh, it's push. It's dot push. That's what it is. String length equals... Oh, I totally forgot about push. String array I length. String array I dot length. Length. Can I dot push that? Is that a method? Is that a thing? Do I need the parentheses after it? Or am I pushing I here? All of this is so damn confusing. There's so many different ways this could be done. However, there's so many ways it could be done incorrectly. I keep finding all the wrong ways. There's only the handful of right ways to do this, none of which I currently have. But dot push. So I want to push to something. Or am I pushing to string length? Copy. Push to string length? Maybe that's what I want. Maybe that's what I need. I need to check for the dot push. Dot push. JS dot push. Yeah. Let's get a look at that. Dot push for Console numbers. No, 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 no. There's a thing. There's a way to tell. So sports. Yes. Okay. So we've got sports. Our initial array, whether it's empty or not, and then we're setting a new variable, sports.push, and this adds crap to it. So we want to add the length of I. So, fuckers, we want to add to our array. So we want string length dot push, and it will be string array I dot length. So string length dot push string I dot length. Maybe. I'm not entirely against that, and I feel a little bit better about it. And then from there, don't mind me getting rid of the fancy if statement. Yeah, no, and you know what? We're going to keep that noise. We're going to keep that for now, and we can just comment it out. Super messy, but yeah, good. Okay. Hold that thought. Don't mind me. Tiny crisis. Think amongst yourselves. Alright, crisis averted. Mostly. Oh god. Ta-da, there we go. Back. D. Alright. Where did we leave off? Something about level. I'd recommend learning more about... yes, the dot methods. Yes, I'd recommend learning more about what the dot means. Methods act on the object that is directly to the left of the dot, period. The object, if you will. Fair enough. So, string length. So we're going to be pushing to string length, and we're going to be pushing each of these, I hope. At least ideally. That's what I want to happen. And then from there, string length dot min would just be that. So let me try commenting out this noise. Yeah, good. That's as low as we go. There's that. Returning stuff. Scary for loop. Run test sample. Damn. Soulless. God, mother of death. think you're now going another way of solving it. Damn, damn, damn. I thought we were getting so close. Is it the for loop? Do I need something more? I know I'm not supposed to have a return in there, but I feel like I need something else. Death. Okay. If I were looking for something, well, that's everything we needed right there. For each one, push. Yeah, to that. We've pushed stuff. See? We'll go to our maps in freeCodeCamp. I think it was under... Was it here? Dot, split, concatenate, reduce, map stuff. No, no, no. There was a dot push elsewhere. The method. That is... Aha! There we go. New tab. This guy. Easy way to append data to the end of an array is the push function. Takes more than one parameter and pushes them onto the end. So we could have a whole array of just that. Our array push, blah, blah, blah. My array in the parentheses, although look at that, everything is in brackets. However, these weren't in brackets, were they? Yeah, bracket free. And they still pushed them. Not sure how I feel about that. Because I don't think a bracket is going to solve our problem there. Super death. See, they were saying bracket nonsense, but that's not going to help anybody. Yeah, no, definitely not the case. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Get rid of those. Let's delete the nonsense below. No, not deleting the nonsense. Where did we leave off? We had something. Function and our parameter, S. S gets split into an array. That new array has a for loop that we're digging through each one. Here it was. String. Well, that's string array. It's got all the different sized words. Going through string array. We've got our string length, which is an empty array, and we're pushing stuff to it. In my mind, it should work. But I know it doesn't because it hates us. Is it the semicolon? Is that the issue? That's not the issue. Definitely not the issue. We should have had this commented out before we ran that. Monstrosity. Oh, just give us the error already. Come on. Come on. Oh, and of course, because we ran, it's probably some angry infinite loop of confusion. Okay, there we go. It reset that. This is commented out. That floats. We'll clear up the if loop in a moment. Let's try running it with the semicolon. Fingers crossed the city doesn't catch on fire from this. It's thinking an awful lot. D. Come on. It's thinking. It's thinking. Oh, super death. Type error string length dot min is not a function. What the hell are they talking about? Is it this? Are they pissed about that? I think that's what they're pissed about. But it's confusing to me because all of the other min ones have the emptiness in it. The empty, they don't. So why does this have it, but this doesn't? I'm so confused. My sad brain just doesn't know how to deal with this confusion. John Burgundy. Yes. Oh, yes. The semicolon. I think that was the most recent change. There was the commenting out stuff, but I think the semicolon was the most recent addition. But you need to utilize the min function now, and then you're finished. I think their servers are clogged up. I think they're punishing me because I suck. But then again, I am kind of biased with that view, so take that with a grain of salt. Yeah. Min. Not a function. I feel like that's the only thing I can recommend for trying to solve the issue. Maybe? Death. Because I don't know what else about string length.min could be wrong. There's not... Oh my god, it returned something. Doesn't matter that it's undefined. We no longer have... Okay, so this is like borderline almost functional. Which means I get to delete all of this crap down at the bottom, finally. And we can clear up the hideous if statement, make this a little more streamlined, straightforward, and a skosh less hilarious to look at. We have our variables. We receive S. S gets ripped into an array. We've got our for loop for our array. Are we not using string? No, we are using string.length. I was like, where the hell's string.length coming from? As we go through the array, we are pushing this noise, the length of each index, to string length, and then looking at string length, we are returning the minimum value. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe we don't need this guy. I guess we could just do copy string length dot min. Would that be better? Comment that out. That's the only other thing I can think of to help streamline, for lack of a better phrase. And we're running, and we're running. While that's loading, let's look at the comments. Okay, potentially clogged servers, hopefully. Hey, something else is not a function. Alright, let's see if it's those stupid the stupid parentheses. It's loading. It's loading. Okay, so it doesn't like the parentheses after min for some reason. Fair enough. We don't have to use the parentheses if they don't like them. I would like to note, though, that they're showing up in other places. Just saying. People notice. And it makes other people confused when they have no idea what's going on. Aside from that, looking at chat stuff. Okay. Hopefully finished. Clog servers. John Burgundy. No, I actually think you're progressing quite well. Sultanis, don't look at your code. In your own English words, how would you solve the problem? When I first did those challenges, I was very frustrated as well. Level, Sultanis, I'm getting very long compile times. Sultanis, yeah, me too. Good to know. Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just punishment load times for struggling. Cool. So if that's the case, then there's really no downside to having this. It helps along that line, along the lines of the visualization and how would I break it down. This is basically how I envision it, how I would break it down. Given a string of words, function, string, given a string of words, return the length of the shortest word. I've got my string, given a string a whole sentence, I would need to take the sentence, string, don't mind the lack of variables, but string dot split, at the spaces, that'd be like string array, variable string array, and then from there, once it's ripped into an array, I would do a for loop going through it. And I would take each component of that string array. So that would be string array I. And I'd want to... See, in my mind, I'd want to return the string array dot length. But I can't have return in a for loop, because as soon as it meets the conditions once, it'll die on the spot. So I think what I was actually looking for was push, but that means having a whole new thing ready and waiting in the wins. So this guy, which means that gets added up here. String length. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going down the same exact path as I was before. Okay. Yeah, me too. John Burgundy. Min is a function of the math class, so try using math.min string length. Oh my god. Really? Is that what I'm missing? Is the math part? Sultanis, as a human, how would you check for the shortest word? As a human, I was getting to that point. Okay, so I will do the the math.min. We'll put that somewhere down here as a helpful reminder. Math.min stuff. Yes. Good. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that for now. So, continuing down my nightmarish copy, paste, string, array, and length. So, string, copy, string, length, Boom. As a human, this is still how I see it. Not exactly a short story paragraph version. As a human, it'd be like that. But we're getting to the returning the shortest word part in this nightmare as I go through it step by step after having written it out. But brace yourselves. So we've got blankety blankety blank, our function, our string array, string.split turns into string array here, which turns into string length. No. String array dot length. But ideally, it seems like I'd like to push that. Again, I'd love to return in my mind, that's what I see. And then somehow it would end up here, but that's not how it works out, apparently, which sucks in my opinion, but so be it. So dot push. And then I would hope in my mind wait a second. Do I need to tell string length to equal that? Oh my god. Does it need to be this? String length equals string length dot push blah blah blah? Because that'd be really frustrating if it did. Because I want the method to push to just freaking work when I push it. Oh my god. I've got another did we have to tell dot put? No, see, dot push just works. It just happens. At least it seems like it just happens. I don't think I need to tell it to equal something. Yeah, that seems weird. That seems odd. That's messy and wrong. But dot push, and then the final section is death. To find the min is doing exactly what I have here. Would be to take, I guess, after the for loop, string min. Yeah. Variable string min would be copy string length dot min. That's how I want it to work. This, in my mind, is how I would return the shortest one, the shortest string in that nightmare. Well, with a return of string min. String min. But that's not happening for some reason. Okay, Sultanas. As a human, how would you check for the shortest word? That's what I would do. Sultanas, you're overcomplicating things. That's one of my skills. It's more of a curse, really. I think you need to stop coding for a moment. Think about how you would do it yourself in the simplest terms. It feels like that. That's what I would do, I think. Start with how would I do this with 2 words, then go on to how would I would do this with multiple words. I guess I could compare it to something. 2 words. In the meantime, while I think about how I would further simplify it, let me do the math.min and comment out all of this noise. Math.min string min would actually be math.min for string length. So simplifying it, how would I further simplify this nightmare. And then return string min, all of that's commented out, beautiful. To further simplify with just 2 words, what would I do? Hey, look at that, no longer undefined, and we got a 0. Well, that's kind of cool. What about max? Does that change anything? Also got a 0. Something's off, and I think it's me. Min. How would I do it with 2 words? I have something. John Burgundy, but using it on an array as is written in a thread on Stack Overflow. You have open in your browser, you need to use math.min.apply null, put your array here. Oh, frackers. All of that noise. Well, let's give it a shot. .apply null. The apply method is a level. The apply method is a bit advanced. Yeah, I'm basically the furthest point on the spectrum away from advanced right now. Good, good. And run test. Hey, something about infinity. Doesn't even matter to me. The fact that it changed, good enough. Now, I am going to back off the apply thing, though. Math.min, I can kind of see. Same with string length. What would I do if it was only a 2-word string? That's a fantastic question. I guess if the array had only 2 words, if it were an array, not a great name for an array, but nevertheless, word versus words, and I'm trying to return the shortest. In my mind, I feel like I would want, well, ideally, I'd like to return array.min. Do I want array.min? Or do I want return? Maybe I can just do array min. I think, although I would try and do that. That's probably what I would try doing. It seems like the proper formatting for this would be math.min array. But I'm not, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because we're looking for the length. And these are all strings. Death. Okay, hold on. Okay, tiny cat. Look at you, covered in fur. No, whiskers. No, don't nap on the escape key. Why are you there? Okay. Sultanas, you have 2 words, apple and orange. Which bits of information do you need to know about which is the shortest? Okay. We want to know the length of them, so I would end up doing a for loop eventually. To jump to the conclusion, I would like to do array I dot length. Why do we keep spelling that wrong? What would you you have 2 words, apples and oranges. What bits of information do you need to know about which is the shortest? The length of the word. No code. Stop it. All right. Just the you know, the length of the word. Yeah. So I don't know. Everything hurts. I think just the length. What else would I need? Okay, so you have the length of both to know which is shortest. Yeah. How do you compare them? Words versus, well, you know, comparator. An operator. That's what we're looking for to compare them. Greater than, less than. Less than or equal to. That's my only guess. Word dot length. Coding bad. I know. Coding's bad. But something along the lines of that. Copy. Yeah. Something like that. So I need to compare the stuff up here. Maybe an if else, perhaps. Don't mind me. I don't think we need split one anymore. We don't need that. Math.min. Yeah, we kind of have the general understanding, but it's still pretty ugly, but we can close out of that. We can always find it again if we need it. Math.max, that's what I'm hoping to use in the future. Following function uses function prototype apply to find the maximum element in a numeric array. See, numeric array. Get a max of an array is equivalent to the math.max123, but you can get max of array programmatically constructed. Blankety 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 blank. Death. We'll close out that. I think we're doomed. John Burgundy, good night. Thank you, John, for sticking it out, the helpful hints, tips, and so forth. We are so freakishly close. I know we are. But thank you again for stopping by, hanging out with us. The helpful tips are greatly, greatly appreciated. Good night to you, good sir. Okay, so let apple equal apple, orange equal orange. What would the code look like to compare the lengths of those? Apple, orange. Copy. Boom. That's not pretty. But it would be, technically, I think, array I not I, array 0 compared to array 0 dot length compared to array 1 dot length. That's going to return a true or false. But yeah, overall something like that. Hopefully. Oh, and Level, good night. Good night to you, Level. Thank you again for all of your help and assistance. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Didn't even see that. Okay, so there's that. Sultanas, perfect. Good, good. We are getting there. We are getting there. What would happen if there was a third word? It would continue. Death. How would I add on if there were more? At this point, I would just want to change it to Tiny Cat, your toes are in the way. Probably at that point, maybe an I with a for loop. Maybe an I and then like a for loop above with the stuff. Yeah, something like this. Quite possibly. Something like that. That's just if there were more than 2, but I'm not sure. But then I run into the issue of the 0. No code again. How'd you do it in your head? Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Length 1. So then I would do, I guess, continuing down this. Whatever's the shortest. Tagging on more. But that seems awful. That seems wrong. I mean, I guess that works. There's nothing inherently wrong about that. But something about something. I feel like there's an if statement going on, or that would be needed. As in, like, if one of those two is greater than the other, then this would come next. Something. Return blah blah blah. But to compare it to what? That'd be true. I don't even know. Okay. There was a piece of information there. You said whatever's the shortest. Yeah, you're getting it. Okay. So an if statement is what's needed inside the for loop. So at least that's where I would put it. if oh, well, we could do basically that. If, where'd it go? Blankety blank. And then we can push I to that. If string array 0.length is less than or greater than string array I or 1. Kind of want to do I, then push I. Maybe. Feel like I'm zeroing in on the issue. Let me blot out this. So I need Sultanas, be careful. You said I need to compare it to whatever is shortest. Whatever is shortest. So I see, I want to use the min thing to gauge what's shortest. But if I'm looking at all the lengths per letter, I'm not sure how to do that because I don't have the lengths yet. And min only works on arrays, so I feel like I need to collect all the lengths and then look for the minimum versus checking for the minimum on the go, on the fly. Hey, Yum Yum. How you doing? We're close somewhere, although I've been close for the last, I've been close because it's such a basic problem. We're trying to just simply return the length of the shortest word. The length of the shortest word. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Cat, birds, bird, tigers. Okay, sure. So we've got 3 words. All of them are strings. Don't mind me. Still thinking out loud. We've got 3 things. I know that's not proper formatting. But if I'm trying to return the shortest word, it would need to be finding the length of the word. Like so. So that would be 3. That would be 4. That would be 6. And then once I find the length, return the shortest one. I still feel like it would be similar to this path. The only addition is the if statement. Oh, well, damn, okay. Again, I need to compare it to whatever is the shortest. You're missing a piece of information in your code. You can do this. It's just like searching the min in an array of integers. But now you just have to use the length of strings. That's what I want. I don't... No. Wait, it's just like... Oh, maybe here. Math.min. But can I do that now? I didn't think I could use min at this point. That'd be awesome if I could put min in here. Death. I thought these two had to be on similar grounds. If... Oh, wait. Compare it. Compare... What if I were to do math dot... See, I don't think I can do that yet. Copy. If... Maybe it's the equals. No, greater than, if it's less than or equal to, push that. But we don't want equal to. We're not opposed to equal to, less than or equal to. Push the length. Copy. See, that's the other alternative. Is that... But that's not right at all. Min I dot length. But that's messy and wrong and sad, and no one wants to look at that. Okay. So wait. Sultanas, I need to compare whatever is the shortest. You're missing a piece of information in your code. Death. Sultanas, you can do this. Yum yum. It's just like searching the min in an array of integers, which I believe would look something like this. It's just like searching for the min in an array of integers, but now you just have to use the length of the strings. Sultanas, I need to compare it to whatever is the shortest. You are still not using a piece of code and information in your code that you said you would use in your own words. I don't know how to implement that. That's the part that's missing. Love feelings. Hey, hello to you. Good evening or morning. It's 1:47 in the morning for me, AM, so everything hurts, but hopefully your night/day is going well. Sultanas, if you said I'd compare apple with oranges, then compare third with whatever is the shortest. Blank and blank. Okay. If blah blah blah, compare it. How do I tell? Because right now, at least the way this is written, so array is apple is the first, 0, orange is second, 1 for the index element. If array 0, which is apple, if its length is less than array 1, which is oranges, I want to return whichever is the shortest. How do I tell it that? How do I collect the lengths? Is there... Because I feel like right now here within the if statement, is just the comparison. If this is shorter, then then I want to return the shortest. So it would just be that. Copy. It would be that compared to the third. Else, return that else. But that's the bit that's throwing me off. If 0 is shorter than 1, return 0 and compare it to 3. Else, return 1 and compare it to 3. But at that point, it's still only returning a Boolean value, true or false. So from there, I would need to tell it to return the dot length of the shortest. Seeing it's this part. It's the shortest part. Shortest. Sultanas, if you said I'd compare apple with orange, then compare third word with whatever is shortest in what you write compared to the third word with shortest in code. Don't need to return anything silly, not a function. How do you normally store information? Equals? I would think. Shortest variable. Shortest. Copy. Shortest. So we can have variable shortest. An empty string. Shortest equals an empty string. If blah blah blah. Shortest equals, I guess, 0. Well, but it's that additional comparison. It's continuing on throughout the array. If it were just those two, I would have just that. Otherwise, in the next one, I would have shortest equals just that. But if I have a whole string of things, I feel like I need a for loop and that there should be some cleaner, shorter, nicer way to write all that. Okay. So now you're storing all the information. Don't mind me. I am... Death. I am running extremely low on time. This is taking way longer than I thought for such a basic concept. I may have to just Google the crap out of this. Oh, we're so close. Something, something, something. String length. Dot push should be shoving all of that into string length. Or the push method should be storing all of that. Sultanas, now you have to put it all together. You have the list of words. You have a place to store the shortest. You have a way to compare them. Yeah, mostly I'd say so. Let's get rid of the cat-bird fiasco. Let's get rid of the array min stuff. The array I.length. And there's that. Okay. Let's see. What else? Holy hell, I just realized. The whole cat, little cat, you totally moved things all over the place. The face has been, like, half off screen for God knows how long. Oh my god, we're losing our phone. Tiny cat, you're taking up too much fun of desk space. There you go. There you go. So much fur. Okay. That's definitely better. Okay. You have to compare them. You even told me how you do it. I would compare apple with orange, and then compare the third word with whatever is the shortest. Yeah, definitely. So, I just feel like I can't visualize what that code is. So, feel free to throw that out. Because clearly I'm missing it, since it's been 2 hours of confusion. Let's see. I know where I'm... It's right there, though. It's right there. If the array length is less than 1, shortest will equal that. Desk. Well, when I asked you each individually think you could do it, yeah. Gotcha. Hold on. Don't mind me. Tiny kitty crisis, if you will. Hold that thought. Alright, we're back. Crisis mostly averted. We've got Tiny Cat in our lap. Zelda issues being dealt with in Breath of the Wild. And then also, no, little one. Here, hey, look, go to the bed, and oh god, human flesh. And then, turning on the air conditioning. Despite it being 2 in the morning, it's still like 800 degrees, especially in our room. It is just awful. Okay, so let's do this. Sultanas has guided us to where we should hopefully be. We're so close. We're looking at our array. We've got apple, oranges. Let's throw in banana for the mix. Banana for the mix. Maybe that'll help visualize. B-A-N-A-S. Just banana. Okay. We've got our variable short. Is this actually, like, functional? The if statement, the if-else statement. Is that relatively okay? Because I feel like if I'm returning this, I feel like I need 2 if statements. If the shortest is going there with all the words, I compare each word. Oh. Sultanas with all the words, which would be the... Oh. That would be the for loop. With all the words I'm comparing it with the shortest. So it's a combination of the for loop and the if statement, storing that, and then comparing it. Okay. I think that helps. That's good. No, that is good. So, for... Doesn't matter if the word is big. Wait. Does it matter if the word is bigger? I don't think it should. I mean, as it progresses through the for loop, I would hope that it would update. I want it to update the shortest word. Yeah. I think. Okay. Yum. Yes. Yay. You are getting... Alright, okay. So, but now let's actually implement that. So it was that with all the words. So, some kind of for loop. So I've got a for loop. I've got an if statement. We'll call it array. Array.length is 3 words. So for each word in array, or it's going to go through all of array, and it's going to compare the shortest, which I guess we could just start with shortest. Compare shortest to and if that's the case, I can push dot push. and no need for the length dot push, and from there, do I even need the else statement for it? I feel like I don't. Push I don't think I do. And then from there, I would just be doing return shortest dot length. Yeah? No? Okay, we're, yum yum kapow. No silly, how do you store information? Push is incorrect. Shortest is not a variable. Damn, I want shortest to be a variable. It's not? Can't it be? I want it to be a variable. Oh, shortest is an array. Okay. So that would be shortest, I guess 0 then. Wait. Backpedaling. Okay, not to worry. Shortest can be whatever we need it to be. I'm just trying to extract the data. So storing it is an equals, so shortest will equal array I dot length. But how do we compare? Do we keep the array 0? I guess so. It just, that seems odd for comparing the first one. There's a disconnect. Variable shortest equals quotes is fine. Push was incorrect because shortest is not an array. You don't want shortest to be an array. Ah, okay. So maybe I should be treating string.length as the string, not necessarily the array, and there's no need for me to push it. I can just make string.length equals string array I.length. Now, I only want to return or do that if it's less than or equal to 0. And I don't need math min. I can just have that. So that actually it? Kind of feels like it. Run sample. No, I still messed something up. Oh no, we don't want the greater. If it's less than, if it's less than, if blank is greater or less than, wait a second, hold on, it looks weird to me. In my mind, I actually want to do this. Copy, paste, if that's less than or equal to 0, then string length can equal I. But that's just returning a number. Oh, we still don't need the math.min. At least I don't think we do, especially if we're just returning string length. And you know what? From that point, we don't even need... We can just comment that out, and we can just return string length. Lots of cleanup. Hopefully. Network error. This was caused due to an issue processing the web request, not because of an issue existing in your code. Retry. Let's go ahead and copy all of that. Copy stuff. Reset. No. Retry. Hey there, little cat. Oh my god, you're literally stepping on, like, F5 and everything else. No, no, no. Oh my god, you've clinged onto the mic. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. So much fur. Wow, CODEWARS is just... I feel like it's my code. Server attempt to execute your code, but there was an issue with the request. This should be a rare issue. Please try running your code again. If the issue persists, please contact us. Son of a... We have to end in failure. Beautiful. 2 days in a row, we've ended in a fizzle. With a fizzle. Oh. Super mega death. Well, damn. I really wanted the whole push thing to work. Not gonna lie. I was rooting for the push method. No, no, no. You're literally right-clicking and undoing stuff with your feet. Look at this. Look at that. Move, cat. No, no, no. That's not... Princess, I love you. Just go be a cat somewhere else. Look at this. Look, there's a whole brave world of bed right here. Yeah, there you go. Sweet mother of God. She's got the attention span of a cat. Because she is a cat. Alright, so let's see if they resolved their error issue. Command-Alt. Copy. V, that works, cool. Reset. Reset your resolution. Example test case will replace your solution. Yes, do it. And refresh the web page. Let's drop a line or two. Throw that in. Delete the noise up top. We've got function find shortest variable. Well, s.split. That spreads it all into an array. We've got our string array, which it will be digging through. We have our for loop, which is string array.length. It's going through each thing one item at a time. We are comparing if the current item or the current index of that particular array, its length, is less than or equal to the length of the very first word in that array. If it is, we are going to store string array I.length in string length, and that is an empty string, and we are going to simply return that. So let's try running that. That cat. Delete everything but your find short function. Delete everything but your find short function. Okay. Will do. Also, Yum, you have to compare string array I.length with shortest. Fascinating. Okay. See, well, we still have all this noise down here, and just frankly, due to time, we're gonna have to pretty much... And they're still having network issues. Even if I do get it, it's just gonna crap out on us. Damn. You know, there's only been a few times where I've shown up for the stream, but something catastrophic has been preventing us from doing it. Something like CODEWARS being down. One of the other issues was, like, Twitch was down. Like, you couldn't stream to Twitch, or at least my account was having some type of issue, connectivity issue, to the Twitch server. Although, now that I think about it in hindsight, I probably could have chosen a different location, like server to choose from. You know how you can choose like which Twitch center you want to send your stuff to? Anywho, not important. Yeah. Death. Okay. Maybe we should dig elsewhere. Sultanis, you were on the right path finishing. Now you veered off. We don't need to run it. We can tell you how you're doing. Okay. Oh, and you know what? The other thing is, we've the same exact thing here. Find the longest word. I started today's day 213 of the year of streaming code. Actually, technically yesterday was, because we always start minutes before midnight. But today's CADA at CODEWARS was find the shortest word. Simply return the length of the shortest word in the string, and the same exact item I am on at freeCodeCamp is finding the longest word in the string. So I was just going to use and swap max for minimum and whatever. So we can just continue on here at freeCodeCamp, and it's going to be the same exact thing, but vice versa. So yeah, and look, this is all nice and basic. So, with that said, we will take our array and stuff, copy. Let's do this, since all of this is trash apparently. String man z, we've got our for loop, our if loop, a return, which we already have return here. And see, I don't know if this is actually correct. That's what they gave us. I think that's wrong, or needs to be modified. Yeah, unreachable return. Let's comment that out. Yeah, good. Shortest. That is what I'm thinking of right now. How's that look? Yum, you're just comparing the wrong you're just comparing the wrong things and returning the wrong things. I feel like that could be applied to literally any situation, though. However, that also accurately describes where I've been for the last 213 days as a whole as well. Okay, so what's going down here? The if statement. First question. What variables do I need to set up? I feel like shortest is a good variable to have. A for loop, I feel like, is essential. I will need to split string, though. So variable, what was I using over here, though? String array. Variable. String array equals copy string dot split. Okay. String dot split, which is breaking on the spaces of the sentence. I think we can keep shortest. And the for loop we will call string array dot length. Let's highlight that. Copy. So that would be string array 0, string array I. I don't know if we're actually keeping this, but shortest hopefully ends up holding the length of that somewhere. Something still feels wrong, but we can deal with that later. So, good. All right. Okay, it's good, but its shortest is greater than. Oh. Copy. So it is shortest. I had shortest in there earlier, but I think I had the comparator in the wrong direction. I think I had it like this. So, but shortest should be greater than such and such. Array I length. It's a small mistake. You made the mistake because of me, or well, the arrow now, since it's not shortest anymore. Right. Ta-da! If shortest is less than, wait. Don't mind me. Cut, paste. If that is shorter than shortest. Is that right? I want it to be shortest, though. Death. Yeah. If this is shorter, if the length of this compared to the dot length of that, I want to update shortest with the length of this. From there, I can return shortest dot length, or I probably could just return shortest in general. I don't know if I need length. It's starting to repeat on itself. You know? Like, if I return the length, let's say the length is for cat. Well, the length of cat is going to be 4. And if I'm returning the length of shortest, this will be 1, you know? That's not going to help anybody stay, because that's going to be single character. So I don't think I need to do dot length there. Once I get the length, I just leave it in there. Or I return the word. So, which I think that was also probably a cyclical problem that I was running to over here as well, based off all of this noise that I had going on. But, although, no, I don't have string like, whatever. So, shortest is that, blankety blank. Hey, Warbear. How are you doing? How are you today? Great as ever. Sultanis, good as well. Awesome. Warbear, cat is gone, though. Yeah, thank God. No, technically, let's see. There is... Lifting. That's little kitty. Right there on the edge of the screen. Yeah, by the curtain. That's the white thing. She's just chilling, doing her thing. She's camping at the edge of the map. That's what little kitty's doing. Okay, so... we, I think, are getting close. But I've been saying that for literally 2.5 hours. Still missing the curly brace in your for loop due to the cut and paste. My bad. We want that here-ish. Yeah, so where do I stand currently? Hey, it returned a 4. Oh, that's because I put in a 4. Just kidding. So, the smallest word in here is 3, and it's the. And we should be addressing the final issues. It seems cleaner and shorter. This seems somehow simpler than what we had before with all of this. And it should be easily reversible. Although now I'm looking... You're right. I'm not looking for shortest. I'm looking for longest. My bad. CODEWARS was shortest. freeCodeCamp is longest. So let's update this with longest. Copy. Sultanis. Okay, so only 2 things wrong now. My guess is it's the longest versus shortest issue in a couple areas. So longest. Here. Longest. And longest. So that's a little better. And now we want to do whatever the largest word is. So if the length of... If string array i's dot length, whatever the word is dot length, is longer than the longest, I don't know if this needs a length as well. Yeah, then the longest dot length. Longest will equal string length. I still feel like we're going to run into that issue of this is going to end up being a number instead of a word. And when we check for length, it's going to return, it's a single character again. So I need to have something else. Maybe we just started at 0. Is greater than, or equal to copy 0. If string array I dot length is greater than or equal to string array 0 dot length, then go ahead and make longest here equal to string array I dot length, and longest would return the number. Hey, it returned 3. We got some green check marks. How cool is that? But there's an issue though. Okay. So, still missing the loop. Cat, 2 things wrong. BDX Inc. Yes, that's correct. You don't need longest dot length. Cool. Just longest. Nice. Oh, should I have just longest here instead of compared to 0? Nothing but net, son of a bitch. Oh my god, it's right. It's right. Veering off. Yeah, I went back to your just longest comment. Fascinating. Look at that. Look at that. So here, I can now take this, and we can shimmy this over to CODEWARS. 2 things in 1 day. Look at that. That took like, what, 10 minutes to solve? That's what I was expecting the other one to be. But I just got lost on this tangent of confusion. It was so painful. Reset that. S is what we're looking for, so we're going to steal all of that noise. Beautiful, beautiful. And tab. And yeah, that's cool. So instead of longest, we want shortest. Although that really doesn't matter. This we can make S dot split, string array, shortest, followed by 1, 2, and 3. And then we want to change the comparator to less than or equal to shortest. Blankety, 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 blank. And give that a test run. Oh, it doesn't like what we have to suggest because the server is totally destroyed. Copy. And refresh the page. CODEWARS must be like down. Select all. And run test sample. Their servers must be shot. They must be doing like maintenance or something on CODEWARS. But at least this worked. Let's run it again. Nothing but net. Thank God. Sultanas, you walked us through it. Yum Yum. Thank you again. Good night to you, Yum Yum. 513. Hey Steven, what entertaining struggles are you having today? Oh, there was juggling Little Kitty, and we're just mainly dealing with the heat and 2.5 hours of sheer confusion. So, but fortunately, the stream is over. Thank God. Sultana, see, you have no problem understanding the functions. It says, Yum Yum said yesterday, you have problems with fundamentals and need someone to teach you those. Yeah, it's gluing all this stuff together. It's brutal. It's almost kind of like I only have dabbled with Magic the Gathering cards, but they've got the tiny little, like, starter pack kits, the cheaper ones, you know, like, I don't know how many would come in a pack. Well, I know for Magic you need, what, at least, like, 30 plus cards? But anyways, we'll call them Pokemon cards, not even Magic. The little starter packs of, like, 15 cards just to get the ball rolling. No. Then they've got, like, the master level starter packs where it's, like, 250 or 400 cards all together. It'd be like if I got one of those 400 plus card sets, the starter decks, read all the instructions. I know the instructions, and I have all the pieces I need to do great and do well and succeed, but it's the actual, like, implementing, playing with someone, and, like, just bringing the rules and the tools together that rhymed. So it must be true. Anything that rhymes is usually pretty spot on. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the fundamentals. Big picture wise, I can see it and understand it, but it's like implementing, tying them together, applying them towards the challenges. That's where it all falls apart. It's bad. It's bad, Sultanus. So bad, which is why I need people like you. Viewers like you. It's like PBS, except I'm the only person benefiting from this. But that was a lot. That was a lot of suffering. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to assist. Why is there? You know what? That's an error. We're gonna reset the page and see if it keeps our code. Oh, it doesn't keep our code. Poor sports. That's all right. We're going to leave that there for now. We'll come back to it. We have our solution on freeCodeCamp. We will deal with that tomorrow. We can go ahead and close out of Code Wars for now. On the horizon, we have title, case, a sentence. We can deal with that later. In the meantime, we are backing out. Thank you again to anybody and everybody who assisted with today's stream. We had John basically John Burgundy, but more accurately, John Burgundy, Level, Sultanus. Thank you so much for your helpful hints. Who else guided us to victory? Yum Yum, thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us. Love Feelings. You as well, and a War Bear, always good to have you, and Null 513. Good times. Way cool. Let's go ahead and power things down, jumping out of freeCodeCamp into OBS. Stopping the stream. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 214. But in the meantime, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Hell yeah. Kill it.